Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Patrick, DCI Guy 02, with your tech review, and basically this is going to be a video response to one of my earlier videos about tips and tricks to maintaining the battery life of your Evo. The number one question that I kept getting was, why are app killers so bad? And I'm sorry that it's taken me so long to actually come up and make a video explaining why they're so bad, but you have to understand that this is a very big issue for people who own Android phones and everything. It's a really big debated topic, whether or not task killers are bad. Now, with that said, I'm not going to say that all task killers are bad, but the vast majority of them, especially the ones that are so available on the Android market, a lot of those are bad. So basically what I'm going to try and do here is explain to you why they're so bad, and you need to be careful when using an app killer. So basically what we're going to start off and explain is how the Android platform works and how it multitasks. Once we understand that, then we can actually go through and I can explain to you what it is that the task killers do. So basically, to start off with, the way Android handles its multitasking is it basically has almost every app running in the background. So what that basically means is it has every single app running but not running at the same time. I know it's a little hard to comprehend, but follow me. Basically, what it's doing is all the processes that it's running at the time, like say your clock, weather, whatever you have that's constantly running, those are draining resources, i.e. Processor power, stuff like that, and everything. Those are what's drawing power. Now, the rest of these apps, the ones that you see ghosting in the back that you think are running in the background, that's technically true. Although they are in the background, they're more of in a state of suspended animation, meaning that the way that the Android phone works is it keeps them in the background, ready to go ahead when you hit an application. It's right there, so that you don't have to wait for the application to jump up and everything like that. Now, a lot of you may be saying, well, that's drawing resources from the battery and all that and everything. Well, no, it's not. Basically, it's like stored memory. To put it in analogy, it's basically like, let's say you have a desk. This is a really good analogy. Let's say that your desktop is basically your memory, okay? And what you're going to do is, you have these filing cabinets filled with files and everything like that. Well, you don't want to spend time every time that you want to get a file. You don't want to go and pull it from the filing cabinets and then put it back in, get up and go down. Basically, it's the same way. The application is kept very close by, and you may think, well, with all these papers on your desk, you're not going to have that much room, and it's going to start to slow you down. Well, no. What it basically does is like takes all these applications and puts them in a pile, so that they're right there. Yeah, you still have to go through them, but it's not as extensive as say you were supposed to get up, go to the filing cabinet, get up, go to whatever. They're just all right there and readily available to you, so that you don't have to spend extra time getting up and getting your files. And it's the exact same way that the Android platform works. Now, this is basically a structure in which the operating system works. So they're all kind of like columns and everything that support the structure of the OS. Now, on top of that, there's also a whole bunch of core stuff and base root structures and everything, but you don't see any of that. None of those are visible to you. Now, here's where this app killer comes into play. And if you're still with me, God, because I don't even know if I'm still with me, but the best that I can explain this is when you use an app killer, what happens is you're basically killing every single one of these apps, including all of these base structures. So without anything really left to keep the operating system functional, it's going to crash on you. And that's one thing that I noticed when I was using an app killer, that every time I killed apps, I would always get constant crashes. But basically what you're doing is you're hitting the base, the support structure of the OS, and it's shocked. So basically what happens is, what ends up happening is that you shut down all these apps, so then the phone wants to try and recycle itself and try and fix everything and go back to the way it was. So it's reopening all these apps using processor power, and that is going to drain your battery. So actually using an app killer will end up draining your battery more, and it ends up hurting your performance more than, say, if you were to leave it alone. Because over time, the Android operating system will work. It will learn. It will start to do, okay, well, this is what he uses more, this is what he uses less, and will start to evolve and really really maintain the battery life a lot better. Because you have to understand, guys, these are guys that get paid lots and lots of money to write this software, write everything like that. So you have to understand that they know what they're doing. It may not be like Apple, and that's the one thing that people may think that, well, Apple does it this way, Apple does it that way. Well, that's Apple. This is Google. This is Android. This is the way they do it. Not all task managers are the same. They're not all created equal. But this is just what happens to work for Google and their Android platform. So that to me, the best that I can explain is why the app killers are so bad. So I'm going to put some links up in my description, and hopefully, I'm going to have some visuals going along with this. So if not, they're not here by then, so I don't know. But anyway, that's the best that I can explain as how the operating system works and how task killers are so bad for your Google phone. So I hope that this has been educational for you. I really hope that this helped, because I know there's not a lot of videos explaining how these task killers are so bad and how the operating system works. But if any of y'all know any people from Google who happen to watch this or anything, by all means, if there's anything that I missed or anything that you have that you want to add to, maybe why they're so good, why they're so bad, or maybe if I missed something, please rate, comment, put it all up there. Just let me know if I missed something. Tell me, because like I said, there's not that many videos explaining why these are so bad, and this is my best attempt to try and let you guys know. So anyway, this has been Patrick, DCI Guy 02, with your tech review. So I hope that this has been educational for you guys. Okay, take care.